Mic check. None of your business. Are you okay, bro? What is going on? You are faceless. You are anonymous. You don't have the balls to do it from like a real account. Crazy shit going on social media. इज्जत की धज्जियां उड़ा रहे एक और इंसान की और तुम चुप बैठे हो. People will always have fights. People will always have conflicts. My mind is blown. वाह वाह बेटा क्या काम किया. But like, why do they hate me? Oh my god, why are they saying this? Like, come here, you little fuckers. Hi guys, I hope you all are doing well. Welcome back to episode 2 of Damsel in Distress podcast. In today's podcast, we're going to talk about something very interesting that I've been meaning to talk about for a while now. I've been thinking about it and then I've been like taking a step back. When I decided to start this podcast, I was like, this has to be one of my opening episodes because it is time that we address this. Like, it's like enough is enough now. I need to address this because I have a lot of shit to say now. We're going to talk about social media struggle, specifically talk about social media hate. I know you guys are thinking, of course Akash Leena's talking about social media hate because I have been hated so much on social media. It's like funny to me at this point because no cap, it does not get to me now. You guys might be knowing that I started getting hate when I did my reality show. What some of you guys don't know is that I started getting hate a long time ago. I think when I was 18 or 19, when I was just starting off social media, and then when I was just getting a little traction, a little attention on social media, when I was creating like a lot of makeup content. So that was the time when I started experiencing a little bit of hate. And when it started off, I was so unknown to it and I had like legit no clue about how it works that I was really demotivated for a while. And it used to like get to me like it gets to everyone I know, but it used to get to me a lot. Surprisingly enough, I coped with it really fast because I really was like, let me dive into what this means and like the psychology of this. I should not suffer because of somebody else's opinions of me or somebody else's insecurities, like their own insecurities, their own traumas, their own unhappiness that they are projecting on that too virtually, not even like in real life, which is so funny. And I always say this, social media has obviously two sides. One is the dark side and one is the good side. So I was like, let me focus on the good side because it has so much to offer, guys. Like, there is so much scope to grow on social media. There is so much scope to learn from social media. So I want to start off by talking to the people who suffer on social media. So many people that this hate and like the negativity, it gets to them. So I want to talk to them first. And I just want to start off by saying that, listen, your existence, your work, and your identity will never be validated by any random person, any random anonymous faceless person on social media. You don't need that kind of validation. You were not born for that kind of validation. The only validation you should seek is from yourself, from your good work, and from your good deeds. What people say is none of your business, it's their business, and if they are poking their nose into your business, imagine how successful your business is fucking running. And let me tell you something, all of this hate and hate comments and negative comments and just negative opinions and all of that, it comes from a very deep-rooted sense of envy and jealousy and self-lack and insecurity that they are feeling, and they don't know where to put that, where to dump that, or how to heal that. So they are coming to you because they are seeing you and they see you for doing so good and visibly better than them, which is why they feel like, okay, let me dump this on them. Because why them and why not me? Pointless to explain it to them. So I would just say, let it go. Okay, just let it go and focus on all the love that you get on social media, all the good comments, all your supporters, all your fans, because they really look up to you, and it is important to let them know that they matter. And another thing which is very important that I want to tell you is that is very funny because it has happened with me so many times. I think when you appear in front of them, if they bump into you or they run into you or whatever, if they have a chance to meet you ever in real life, it's a complete switch. It's not even haters, they are your secret fans, because their big mouth only runs on social media. It does not run when they actually bump into you or when they see you standing in front of them. It's gone. All of that jazz and like fuck you and all of that is just gone, vanished in thin air. Then they are very sweet and everything. They are basically hypocrites. They are not even actually feeling that about you. And that is like live proof to you that it is not actually you, it's them and their insecurities that they have just come on your page to dump on. Number 3 is, at the end of the day, your work should be your first priority. You expressing yourself, you creating your content, you being you, no matter where it is in real life, on social media, wherever it is, that should be your priority, not the validation that you're getting in either worlds. Okay, your priority should be your passion, your priority should be your well-being, your priority should be putting yourself first and not listening to the fucking noise which will not matter in a few years when you are on the top. Okay, so just keep going and don't listen to these people. I swear to God, like, it's such a waste of time. I can't even tell you how much time I have wasted when I was very, very young, like 18, 19, just thinking about, oh my God, like, why do they hate me? Oh my God, why are they saying this? Like, it does not matter. Now it doesn't get to me, but it gets to my parents a lot because they are on social media and they see my stuff and they see like the comments and all of that, and it gets to them and I have to sit and explain to them that, listen, at the end of the day, it really does not matter. They are sad people, they have issues in life. It's not me. And I swear to God, when I get hated on nowadays, I love it. Recently I have learned this from a friend of mine. After a point, you love the hate. You love that people are so obsessed with you. You love that they're making you so relevant, because guess what? The more relevant you are, the more you have. So let them hate. Let them keep going. Even though I'm saying all these things, like, I know it's not easy. It's not a piece of cake. It's still gonna get to you from time to time. Practice coming back to yourself and coming back to your art, and be so rooted in your purpose that you come back to why you started what you started on that platform, on that social media platform. And trust me, none of that noise will matter to you. But yes, I do suggest always and always, if you're really not being able to cope with it, please go for therapy. Please go to a professional, talk about it to your friends, to your family. There are going to be multiple people in your life who were like, just ready to speak to you about it on a daily basis. And trust me, like, speaking about it with your closed ones or with like a professional, sometimes we forget why we started what we started, and talking about it really, makes you remember that. You should have like horse vision that, yeah, I started this because of that, and I'm not going to stop until I get there. Like, fuck everyone else around me. That's what I want. And that's where I will get. Let people talk. The recent years, I've just realized this. Even if you're just surviving, even if you're just existing, even if you're just like, feeling yourself, feeling cute, whatever, people will still have a problem. Like, you breathe and people have a problem. So, trust me, like, faltu. Yeah, you're doing amazing. Keep going. And even though I don't know you, I am so proud of you. And I promise you, none of this will matter. Okay, now I just want to quickly talk to the people who have like a big fan following on Instagram or YouTube or wherever, who have like, a lot of audience and like lakhs and millions and all of that. I have realized lately that it is such a big responsibility, because it's like a virtual family, right? It's like a virtual army. Like, It's like so many people in your favor, so many people supporting you, so many people looking up to you, taking inspiration from you. Like, it's a big deal. They're not just your subjects, like, they are your little babies. Because, like, there are so many young people out there who are on the internet, especially like, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 age group, because they're just getting introduced to the social media world and all of that. They're really invested in it. I don't support it, but anyway, like, this is what it is. Especially when you go on like shows and like television and all of that, there are so many young kids looking up to you, like, aspiring to be like you someday, thinking that, oh my god, like, I want to be like this person someday, like, they inspire me so much, I want to go on the show and, like, be like the exact same person and, like, follow their footsteps and all of that. So you have to understand that it's a big responsibility. Yes, the number of followers and like all of that, it gives you so much power, but a wise person once said, with great power comes great responsibility. And I would really encourage some of you to take up that responsibility and speak to them. Encourage them in a positive way. Because a lot of our fan clubs sometimes go to other people who also have, like, your fellow contestants or whatever. When they see that you're not, like, gelling with a person on a show, or they see that you have like a problem and you have, like, different opinions with that person, or you have a fight with that person on, like, a big platform like television, they tend to go and like attack that person, harass that person, bully that person, hate on that person, do nasty shit to that person. Some of you don't say anything, and I don't understand why. You need to tell your audience to let it go, to focus on you and your work rather than them, and not hate on them. Because, guys, like, we're all human beings, and it is not necessary that we will always, like, agree to each other. Yeah, you're right, I will not fight with you, you are my brother, you are my sister, you are my lover. It is not like that, okay? It is not like that. Sometimes our opinions will not match, and that's okay, and we understand that. We do shows and television and all of that, and we understand that it's okay to not be on the same page with the person. But your fans need to realize that, okay? Because some of them become really bitter, become like, oh, we have to like fight for this cause, and like, this is our king or this is our queen, and we have to fight for them, like war is going on, we'll go and ruin that person's life on social media. You have to take up the responsibility, because they are, like, some of them are kids, okay? And I'm not joking with you, some of them are legit kids, because our fans represent you. And if they are doing shit like death threats, rape threats, मार डालूंगी, काट डालूंगी, ये करूंगा, वो करूंगा, तुम ये हो, वो हो, slut shaming, absolutely, like, इज्जत की धज्जियां उड़ा रहे एक और इंसान की, और तुम चुप बैठे हो. ये क्या है भाई? There's a difference between standing up for a person and absolutely धज्जियां उड़ाओ somebody else, okay? Do you feel good thinking that the people who are representing you are the cause for that person's trauma, for that person's suffering? I'm sure you don't. We don't understand what actually goes on behind the scenes and goes on behind that little screen that we are always on scrolling. Some of them can't deal with it, okay? Some of them are not equipped enough mentally, and that is okay. They're always going through the comments, their mental health is like gone to shit, they're crying, they're drinking, bad coping mechanisms. So nobody deserves that, right? I understand that we are on social media and we decide to be public figures and all of that. We all sign up for trolling and all of that. I understand that. But that still does not give anybody the permission to do this to another person. तुमको represent कर रहे हैं. क्या तुम ऐसे हो? क्या तुम डेथ थ्रेट्स, रेप थ्रेट्स, गालियाँ बकना, स्लट शेमिंग, ये सब करते हो रियल लाइफ में? नहीं करते होंगे, आई एम श्योर. Crazy shit going on social media. Now is the fun part, guys. To the ones who shit on people, who hate on people, absolutely thrashing people on social media for no reason. Let's talk to them now. Come here, you little fuckers. लेट्स टॉक। आपको क्या लगता है, मतलब ये सब करके आपको क्या मिल जाएगा? सुकून मिलता है आपको जब आप किसी के पिक्चर पे या पोस्ट पे या रील पे एक गंदा सा कमेंट डाल के आप निकल जाते हो वहां से? आपको कैसा लगता है? आफ्टर इफेक्ट कैसा होता है? व्हेन यू आर बीइंग एब्सोल्युटली नेगेटिव एंड शिटिंग ऑन अ पर्सन एंड जस्ट सेइंग बैड शिट एंड देन द आफ्टर इफेक्ट इज लाइक you feeling good about it, then my friend, you are in deep, deep shit and you don't realize it yet, but it's gonna catch up to you very soon. If you are 21 plus and you're still a person who's, like shitting on people on social media, shitting on celebrities and public figures or whatever on social media and thinking that, oh, like this is like public opinion, this is you should hear it because like this is audience ka opinion and all of that, bro, you need help. Okay, let me just tell you that, because you're old enough to understand that constructive criticism is one thing, and unnecessarily hating on somebody and being nasty about that person is another thing. Let me tell you guys what constructive criticism is. Okay, for example, let's just say that you don't like somebody for their action and you see it on social media. You can just go and comment like, you know what, I think this is where you went wrong and you could have done this better, so I would want to see that from you the next time. But I bet the people who are posting absolute trash are just people who are intimidated by their power, who are intimidated by what this person can do and what they themselves can't do. So instead of projecting your jealousy and envy on social media and making an absolute fool out of yourself, why don't you try going back to school or joining another course or just working on yourself in general? And why don't you just try to do something for yourself so that you become a better human being? At the end of the day, nobody's gonna remember your hate comment. Nobody will remember it, and no one's gonna even remember you because you are faceless, you are anonymous, you don't have the balls to do it from like a real account. Even if you do it from a real account, who are you at the end of the day? Nobody's gonna remember your one trash comment. But how is it affecting you? Have you ever thought about how it's affecting you? Let me just ask you this question, okay? And you can take offense all you want, because if the shoe fits, please wear it, Cinder fucking Rella. Tell me something. If your parents get to know that you're shitting on people on social media and like writing trash comments and hate comments and all of that, if your parents who raised you for so many years, if they get to know that their child is doing this to somebody else on social media, are they gonna be proud? Are they gonna be like, wow, 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 beta, kya kaam kiya? Like I don't encourage people to be on social media even like before 18, but like nowadays, like generation wise, like we can't help it. But if you're below 13 and you're doing this, you need to stop exactly where you are. You need to go to school. Oh, by the way, guys, I came across something called, I came across this website called, I'm gonna beep the word, and I saw what goes on over there, and my mind is blown. I was hooked to it for like a good 2 days, okay? And then I was like, okay, this is like too bad, this is too negative. I need to protect my peace. This is like, I can't keep looking at this shit. Shout out to the people who write good shit on it, like very, very sensible people. Thank you so much. You're engaging in these threads and activities, but you're being sensible, so good. I'm sure it's like good time pass for you, and I have no problem with that, and like good thing that you're sensible. But the people who have no job in life, who just keep talking shit like about people that they don't like, are you okay, bro? Because I don't think you'd be proud of yourself when you look back at these things post 25 or post 27. And what am I saying? Sometimes to these days to there are older men and older women like 30 plus and 40 plus also like shitting on like younger kids who are just putting themselves out there. So I just don't get where all of this insecurity and frustration comes from within you. Like what I do in life, what I wear in life, who I mingle with, who I'm friends with, who I fight with is none of your business. That's not called a supporter. That's just a plain and simple, you are a hater in life, and you're not just other people's haters. You are your own hater. Because this happens only when you don't love yourself. Only when you don't love yourself, you feel the need to take it out on somebody else. Because you can't face it within yourself. And Again, I really encourage this. If you are facing some sort of frustration, if you're looking at somebody and you're like, oh my god, I can't stand this person, oh my god, I want to like write some nasty shit about this person, please stop right there and understand that you are unhappy. You are not okay. And please take no offense, but please go for therapy. If you need help for therapy, talk to your friends, talk to your family. But social media should not be your way to project it on other people, because we are also all human beings, okay, guys? Like, just because a person's a public figure and signed up for trolling and all of that does not mean that they are also not people sitting in real life behind like a screen and going through it. Trust me, if you see what somebody else is going through because of your one hate comment behind the screen in real life, I'm sure it would hurt you too. So before you pass these comments and before you post these comments and before you thrash people under threads and like you try to do something, some malice to that person, like leaking their private shit or giving them death threats and rape threats and whatnot, before you do that, stop for 10 seconds and think, is that who you aspire to be? And don't, I repeat, don't do it in the name of support. Don't do it in the name of representation. Don't do it in the name of like a whole state or a country or a nation or a caste or a race. Don't do it. You are no one to represent. Please, you are no one to represent these entities. You are a part of that entity, and you are not like qualified enough to represent. You are just a normal human being sitting behind your little fucking screen and posting hateful shit just because you can't face yourself, just because you can't look at yourself in the mirror and feel happy. Stop this shit show that you keep doing on social media, talking about someone's appearance, talking about somebody's weight, talking about what they're wearing. Oh, tu kuch nahi pehen rahi hai, tu nangi hai, nangi kyun nahi ho jati, posting R words under women's posts and all of that. Would you do that to your mom or sister, or would you stand it if it was done to your mom or sister? I'm sure you wouldn't, right? So how do you expect that somebody else's sister or somebody else's daughter would be okay with it? How would your sister or your mother feel if this happened to them? How would your wife feel? How would your girlfriend feel? So posting these things under women that you don't like or women that you just don't vibe with on social media, just scroll through, ignore. If you don't like to see somebody's stuff, don't follow them. If you don't like to see something on social media, please, please, please don't see it. There's no need to stop, see, analyze, feel that anger, feel that envy, feel that jealousy, feel that hate within you, and then like just drop like a nasty comment. There is no need. There is always an option to fucking ignore, okay? So ignore the next time, or from now on, people who go through this and people who really people who suffer because of this, I am telling you right now, go and file a fucking case against these fuckers, because some of them will never understand. Even though I'm making this podcast, even though I'm talking about it, I know some people will never stop, because some people will still have a problem with somebody's existence. I really want to say this to some young people out there who are supporting their idol and like supporting from a fan club or whatever, supporting a person. When you have like an idol, you look up to them and you take away all their good qualities. Okay, that's what we call that's what we call having an idol. You take from their good qualities, you walk in their positive footsteps, but don't be so blinded by their fame and the fandom and all of that you lose the opportunity to know yourself, to become a unique you. You don't have to replicate that person. You don't necessarily have to be exactly like your idol. Because if you're blindly following their footsteps and if you're blindly like, oh, I want to be like XYZ, how are you giving yourself a chance to be yourself? How are you giving yourself a chance to know who you could be in the future? You could be far better. And yes, people will always have differences, okay? People will always have fights. People will always have conflicts. But there's a fine line between disagreeing with somebody and bringing them down to a point where you are ruining their mental health, where you are ruining their life, when you are ruining their career, when you are ruining their ability to function in real life. I know you guys think that social media is just like, हाँ एक hate comment डाल दिया तो क्या हो जाएगा. You don't understand what it can do to a person, because not everyone's mentally like a soldier to, or like, equipped enough to deal with even one hate comment. So what goes around will always come back around. So the more negative you are, the more you try to bring someone down, pull somebody down, the more ऊपर वाला भी तुमको गिराएगा, उतना ही गिराएगा और या उससे ज़्यादा गिराएगा. Just try to do good for other people, or if you don't like something, don't do anything. If you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything. Shut your mouth and keep going. Okay? Keep going about your life. Nobody has asked for your opinion. And I know we're all free to put out our opinions and all of that, but stick to constructive criticism and not hate. And with that being said, I want to end this video again, like on a good note. I just want to thank everyone, all my supporters and all the people that love me and love my work. I love. So, who support me, who support others, who are always trying to uplift each other. I love that for you. And you will do great in life if you keep this up. And never be a hater, because I don't like a lot of people in real life, but I will never undermine their good qualities or, take away the value of their credits, where credit should be given where it's due. So whenever I say something good about somebody that I might not even like, the after effect is so good. I feel good that, okay, I have the ability to see good in somebody else. Just because you're seeing good in somebody doesn't mean that you have to mingle with that person, or you have to be associated with that person, or you have to be around that person, or you have to support that person. We are wrapping up this episode. I hope the haters are offended, but I also hope that some of you are sensible. To all the people who suffer, let people talk about you. Because when they talk about themselves, like somebody else said, nobody listens. So they have to talk about you to stay relevant, because you are relevant. I'll see you guys in the next one. I hope you guys liked this. Please like, share and comment. Please guys, comment down below how you liked this episode and what you want to see in episode 3. It's important. It's very important. Please subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.